The desert stretched endlessly, an ocean of burning gold beneath a merciless sun. A lone traveler named Elias walked its path, his sandals torn, his lips cracked, his throat burning with thirst. 4 hours, he had searched for a sign of water, every step heavier than the last. His tongue clung to the roof of his mouth, and his eyes blurred with heat. Finally, on the horizon, he spotted a small cluster of stones, and in their shadow, a dark circle, an old well. His heart leapt, stumbling forward. He leaned over and peered inside. With desperate strength, he lowered himself down, his hands scraping the rough stones. At last, his palms touched coolness. Relief spread through him like shade after heat. Exhausted, he climbed back up, his breathing heavy, his clothes clinging with sweat. Just as he sat on the edge to rest, a faint sound caught his ear, a hoarse whimper. Its ribs jutted out from its frail body, its fur was dusty and matted, and its tongue lolled dryly from its mouth. The poor creature scratched weakly at the ground, its nose pressed against the damp mud near the well. It was so thirsty it tried to lick the earth itself. Elias's heart clenched. He whispered, half to himself, "Subhanallah, this dog suffers exactly as I did." He hesitated. His limbs ached, his chest still pounded. To climb down again into that deep well felt unbearable. Who would know? But his conscience pulled at him. He thought of Allah, the one who sees even the smallest acts of mercy. He could not ignore the suffering of a creature that also praised its creator in its own way. Determined, Elias untied his worn leather shoe. Carefully, he dipped his shoe into the water until it was full. But how to climb with it? He clenched the shoe between his teeth and gripped the stones, pulling himself upward inch by inch. At the top, his arm shook, but he made it. Kneeling beside the dog, he tipped the shoe. The animal's eyes widened, and it lapped at the water desperately, its tongue moving as if life itself had returned. The sound of its drinking was the sweetest melody Elias had ever heard. When the last drop was gone, the dog lifted its head, its eyes soft and shining. Tears welled in Elias's eyes. He stroked the animal's dusty fur and whispered, "Why, Allah, I gave water to your creation for your sake alone." In that moment, he remembered the words of the messenger of Allah. Allah appreciated this deed and forgave the man who quenched the thirst of a dog. Elias realized that forgiveness, paradise, and mercy could be won not only in grand gestures or mighty battles, but in the smallest acts of kindness, even toward a thirsty dog on a forgotten road. As the dog walked away with renewed strength, Elias smiled through his tears, his heart lighter than it had ever been. He continued his journey, knowing he was no longer alone, for the mercy of Allah was walking with him.